In the contest, we are going to visit today Hampi, that is a Jain temple, also called Ganagitti temple. So it is a Jain temple in Hampi, very much near the town, and you must visit it for certain points which are going to elaborate it in this lecture after this. Hampi is very, very important, not only from those who follow religion, but also for those who follow history, and for also those who want to know why India was called as the most prosperous country in the world, why Vijayanagar was called as the richest town, richer than Rome at its time, that is in 15th century. So for that, it has to meet certain criteria. It has to have a biggest trading center. It was the biggest trading center in Asia as far as horses, diamonds, gold, silver are concerned. Not only that, it was also a biggest market for the weapons, then also for those who want to sell their horses, then the camels, believe it, camel I said, even camels were sold here, and the city was so prosperous that it had a supermarket of diamonds, silver and gold separately, horse market separately, so also a market of pan supari, that was also a separate big market having stalls, hundreds of stalls were there. Now all these things were attracting many foreign visitors. Is it that the only place for trading? No, it was also a historical place. A lot of events mentioned in Puranas and Ramayanas have occurred here. This was a Kishkinda in Puranas. In Ramayana, it was the birthplace of Lord Hanumana. It was a kingdom of Vali and Sugriva's, and Prabhu Ramachandra has stayed here while going to Sri Lanka for a couple of days. He has worshipped here Shiva, whose temple is still there, and also there are many other architectural, iconological, temple designing point of view, like a Vithala temple which has got a musical pillars. Here there are plates which can sing. After Vithala temple, you can also see big Gopuram that was there in the Hampi. Big Gopuram singing pillars of Vithala, and also royal enclosures. Now, royal enclosures means it was a king's palace and a place for activity at that time. You can see ruins, but that can give you how much gorgeous it would have been. We have heard of stories of Telani Ram and Krishna Dev Raya, which has occurred here. Now here there are big elephant stables, which means that they have large number of elephants with them. They were having processions of horses, elephants there in front of stable. Then they have a large zanana, which was including a lotus palace. Then also there is Queen's Bath, summer palaces. Their queens were staying absolutely in comfort. And what kings were doing? Every day morning they were going for a war exercises. That was in front of elephant stable, where they had teachers right from Mongolia. So they are learning all arts of war here. And you can also see certain pushpakaranis, that is wells, the designing of which is at such a geometry and with such a preciseness that you will be just stunned looking at it. And believe it, it was constructed in a very short time. Go anywhere in the town, you will find a Gopuram of Virupaksha temple. Go anywhere in town, you will see hills of the Matinga hills, then Hanuman birthplace, that is Anjanadri hills. So also many temples, many supermarkets. So do visit Hampi after a brief idea. Main aim of our series is to give you a brief idea about multiple monuments. However, that is not possible to cover in one lecture. Therefore, we have got multiple lectures. Stay tuned to us, see our multiple videos, subscribe to us and enjoy the wealth of knowledge and know why India was the most powerful, why Vijayanagara Samrajya was most powerful, why it was the largest supermarket, why it was attracting tourists all throughout, and what was the technological advances. Let's get going to each topic. Ganagatti temple in a Hampi is a Jain temple. From outside, it may look like a Hindu temple, but it is a Jain temple. It is located on the Kempali road on the way to Bhima Gate. The lovely temple is one of the simple stone architecture in Hampi in front of the monolith lamp pillars. It is one of a peculiarity of all the temples, including that of Jain temples. The temple is one of the earliest structures constructed during the region of Vijayanagara Empire. It is one of the noble temple in the ancient village and is visited by a large number of tourists in Hampi during their trip. So not only the local people, not only the Jain people, but everybody visits it. Now Airuguppa, the commander-in-chief and minister of the Harihara II, commissioned this temple. Airuguppa is also known for his Sanskrit and lexicographical work. Both the compositions as well as this temple commissioned by Airuguppa is historically significant. That's why it is worshipped by more people and it is appreciated by a lot of tourists. Ganagatti temple roughly translates the word the oil woman's temple. So it was a temple of a woman which was concerned with the oil. That was the name given to it. Here also you remember Badiulinga of the Hampi. So that also was named after a poor lady who was worshipping it. So it's the real greatness of the king. One is to encourage all the religion. Second, to support constructions, then continuation, maintenance of the multiple temples. So also give names of the people who are really founder of that main temple. There is a main temple and a small shrine adjacent to it. In front of the main temple is a stambha. Stambha is a monolith rock pillar or a stambha, and it is used usually for lighting a lamp. The temple is dedicated to Kunthunath, the 17th Tirthankara of the Jainism. This you should know. The temple faced north. It is dated 1385 CE during the rules of the Hindu king Harihara II. Based on the inscriptions in the temple, it is dedicated to Tirthankar Kunthunatha. That's what we have already seen, that he was the 17th Tirthankara, and has plain walls, a pillared mandap and a square sanctum from which the Jaina statue is not there now, but it was once upon a time there. You can see remnants of it. There are capitals on the pillars and the doorways have decorations. Over the sanctum is the Dravidian style narrowing square pyramidal. As Dravidian, it has to be a layered one. Other monuments in this temple compound are in ruins. As you know, Vijayanagara had their own style, but they also had temples which they have preserved, which were earlier, because earlier this area was ruled by Chalukyas. The temple has significant architectural features of the early Vijayanagara constructions. The large monolithic lamppost in the compound is another highlight. There is ancient slab with inscriptions describing the circumstance of the temple's commissioning. So that's the base part, that they have inscriptions about the person who was mainly responsible for this, then the king who donated for this. So also other donors rather than king, other sculptures, then Sutradharas, the one who has constructed, designed, the engineer, their names are also there. The Bhima Gate, a gateway with a military architecture just behind the temple complex, is also an attraction. So if you are interested, you must visit. If you want to visit such sites, you should know the history and you should imagine how much gorgeous and what were the activities taking at that place. The sanctum of the Ganagatti temple does not contain an idol. There is missing, I told you. However, the parapet above the temple spots the stucco image of the Jain saints. This is a typical example of early Vijayanagara architecture along with the Dravidian mixture. So both were adapted. Maybe earlier it was because of Chalukya was ruling this. It's a combination this way. The superstructure is built in form of a stepped pyramid. That's why it is called Dravidian. It has 6 diminishing talas of the plain horizontal slabs. This is technical, which we'll understand when we'll see the photographs. Now we are taking photographs for all the direction, which are not leaving any stone unturned. The Jain temple normally is very simple. The Ganagitti temple follows the same principle in terms of simplicity. The temple has two halls and the inner sanctum. Halls are also having antara, that is a typical of Hindu temples. Then Ardha Mandapa, Maha Mandapa are also same as that of the Hindu temples. The Ganagitti temple is a lovely structure with a simple form and design. Though the temple is built in a Devanagara style architecture, there are some eminence that it was from the Chalukyan period. What was it? Chalukyans? Western Chalukyans, because it is late. So that time rulers were Western Chalukyans who came back after the fall of the earlier Chalukyas. The Ganagitti temple once had an idol. Now you can see with the help of photographs that what should be the size of idol there, what should have been the position, because you can see the remnants there. The temple has also footmarks of platform built inside it, might be of the Tirthankars. These footmarks are believed to be of Tirthankaras. The temple has several Jain sculptures that can be found in various parts of structures. Now let's go to the Ganagatti temple. At the site, it was in the town. You can see here the map. Then you can see here the boards of archaeology ASI department, and they give you also information about the temple. This is a Deepastambha. It's a monorock and it is here taller than the temple. The inscription are important for us. The inscription in the courtyard of the Ganagatti temple says Jains were prosperous and influential in the Vijayanagara period. They were basically business community, so they had a prosperity. They were generous and they were donating to the temples. Then Airiguapa, one of the trusted generals of the Harihara II, has not only constructed but protected and also allowed Jainism to grow. And these all are given on the inscriptions around. This we are seeing from the front. You can see behind the Shikhara, which are the Vedic style. In front, not exactly the Torna, but this is a Mandapa, which are ruined. It is not in proper shape, but still you can make out how it would have been when constructed. Inscriptions are here. Now, inscriptions are extremely important for us because they give us proper idea. This is another way. On the left side of the main door, usually it's kept closed. You can see the simplicity of the temple, but it gives you how much gorgeous it would have been. Of course, Jainism believes in simplicity. This all around we are taking you, we are seeing you, we are showing you all the photographs from 360 degrees so that you can have three-dimensional idea about this temple, even though you are not seeing it, or if you are seeing it, it will refresh your memories. Now, some of the inscriptions you can still see it, though it is not a readable, you can see it. They are fairly in good shape. Sanctum, main sanctum, mildly, softly decorated. Now, this is what I was telling you. Though there is no idols, no deity, but still you can make out that there were statues of Tirthankaras here. This is the main shrine. This you can see is the Dravidian style of Shikhara, stepped, pyramidal, square. And with that, I hope I have added into your knowledge of the Jain temples and Jainism. Please visit our website. Please see our multiple videos on same topic as well as different topics. If you have already seen it, if we have short in some knowledges, please let us know. Or if we have given you adequate knowledge, then subscribe us and give us a like. Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.